Hey fella, Madeline recently gave me Elle magazine, which is a high-end fashion magazine, and so I thought it might be fun to give you the highlights of this and delve into a world that clearly is not our own. So the cover stories, the top highlights that Elle voted are the perfect party dress is starting at a mere $150, chump change. The bold lipstick everyone can wear, including you and me. And 5 steps to the perfect cat eye makeup. You know, I always want to look like domesticated animals. I also have a gift guide, which is in huge red letters, so obviously that's important. Busting skin myths, because we all need to stop wasting our dollar signs. The secret to self-control, which their examples are breaking your diet, calling your ex, but then later on, in their last and smallest cover story, they also have women in art and how they rule the world. So, you know, this could be interesting. I also forgot to mention that Jessica Biel is the head woman, and you know, not that she's done anything great for the world. Alright, 18 ads. It's been a long trek, but we finally got to the meat of Elle magazine, which is, you know, the December calendar, in case you didn't already have one in your house. And now, in case you didn't know and in case you're interested, you can now buy pieces from Elizabeth Taylor's $30 million worth of jewels. An extra 6 ads, one of which is with a lion and a naked lady, which is, you know, really great because it's a purse ad. That just has nothing to do with it. So I've been pretty sarcastic about this calendar, but it actually has some pretty cool stuff on here right now that I'm pretty interested in. Annie is a photographer, and I don't know, she just seems pretty cool, and there's a picture of her right there. She seems pretty cool. They also have a few playlist things, and the Nutcrackers coming to Brooklyn, so you know, we're not gonna go see that. But look, another naked lady, just covered by a nice ribbon, and her face seems to be covered by some backwards skirt. One more ad, table of contents, and then this little fella there, that's holding a Cartier box, so I wouldn't mind just getting him for Christmas. He's pretty adorable. Another 6 ads. I guess they just really like to break up our minds reading, just kind of, you know, give us a nice break from, you know, our calendar to the table of contents. This is one of my favorites right here. It looks like a little threesome's happening, but it's all with the same person. It's wild. Breaking news. This is photoshopped, just so you know. Mail time. Victoria's Secret models, who are good people, they're just a little too beautiful. So it kind of makes us all self-conscious. I just love the things that they feel the need to paste in here. On Joseph Gordon-Levitt's physical magnetism. That's a quote. That's a quote, fellas. Hello, hello, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I'm sure that he says hello back. And my crush just doubled. Which doesn't really mean anything because we don't know what it was at first. We don't know if it was a half and just went to a whole. We don't really know. We don't even know if it was in the negatives or something, you know, because it could have just gone down. All these dumb little things, though, do frame something that is pretty good. You talked about the golden ratio in Elle magazine. Exclamation point times 3. Fibonacci and I say, thanks, with a heart. You got one person. Oh, we're on page 110. And we still haven't gotten to anything yet. But I did learn that going vegan reduces your carbon footprint by 9 tons a year. We got somewhere on page 112. We get to find out about this little lady. We find out, you know, we don't really find out too much. At the bottom, they have a section about how you can get the look. And, you know, you can get it. You can get the leggings from Isabel Marant for $2,360, which makes the bracelet, which is at a mere $155, just seem silly. Like I was confused before, now they have biographies on all the contributors, and they're all really cool. I just got so happy. Unforgettable colors. Oh my god. Gone Gonzo, Fresh Frog of Bel Air, my personal fave. Warm and Fozzie. Getting Miss Piggy with it. Just a little gems. See? They're just kind of cool. And they have like a little snippet of the inspiration and what it means and all. So it's kind of cool. Go Scenesters! Is this just me, or does this just really creep you out? I don't know, she just always has. She's from Narnia. She's just creepy to me. Look at this. Fashion's not so difficult. You just slap the same thing on top and bottom. Then, I mean, look, or just don't do anything if you just don't have anything. I'd like to take back my statement. Getting confused. Because to me, that doesn't go. I'm more in a black hole than I thought. I think that was just one exception because a few pages later, same thing's going on. So, we got it. Sexy, can I? Correction, sexy, may I? She loves leopard, but only at 11 a.m. on Tuesdays. Not only does style change with time, but it changes with place as well. New York's really representing. Ah, man. I wish I were her. None of them modeling happiness. Yay. Not too expensive. You know, Laura, I could get you that if you just forward me $3,000. TJ Maxx, TJ Maxx, TJ Maxx. So, I may actually want something in this magazine. It's $19. It's a frying pan. And for the more refined tastes, how about a $4,000 checkerboard in leather? You know, I just realized that this is actually pretty sad because when they start going to like the $300 and $200, I'm like, oh my god, that's so cheap. No, it's not. Do you notice cufflinks? I don't get it. I mean, call me up and let me know if you know anybody that cares about little cuff holders enough to spend $620 on them. How is that flattering, good-looking, and fashionable? You know, Elle's super into game night, family game night. But if you like backgammon, and don't get me wrong, I am so for a game of backgammon, but to spend $1,970 on just a plain old set colored orange, buy me a can of spray paint. The cheapest presents are actually the best out of these. Look, it's an ear key holder. That's so cool. A slingshot. That's neat. They have this great girl here. And she's a rapper. And she has, you know, the great natural hair, and she's got the good style on, and all that. And she's rapping about how she's never going to be happy with herself because her breasts are never going to be large enough, and how the media is, like, sort of convulsing our minds. But then, here's the media. Just literally next page. I will flip in front of you so you know that I'm not lying. Full page ad. Just chillin'. Thumbs down, Elle. Thumbs way, way, way down. And not that I have anything against women showing off their bodies. I mean, be proud, be strong, show it off. But the thing that I have an issue with is when they're posed in these, "Come hither, let us roll in the hay." I just don't think that's appropriate. Thumbs are starting to go up a little bit, Elle. Things are looking good for your future. They have Elle's Woman Who Rocked 2011. Book reviews. TV show critiques. Beauty time. It's basically just all about skincare and the bold lip. Really only two things that I have kind of a slight issue with, and that's A, the price of the things. Going to have to be like $1.5 billion in his air. And then B is just, and it's just me being crazy, but just so many chemicals. It's like an opera. Her face is white. She's got the big lips and the big eyes and the big everything, and I'm probably going to try it later. An interesting article. At first, I thought it was about being transgender, and then I actually read it, and it's not. It's about perfumes. They have a little thermometer scale here. From super gentleman to super lady. You can't smell it. I mean, unless you have the little things, but I mean, you don't. They're just pictures. I mean, there may be somebody that I know is kind of a little workhorse and doing it all, having it all. It's exhausting, isn't it? Well, according to the latest study on willpower, the best thing you can do for your productivity is to give yourself a break. I was talking about you, by the way. Resemblance? Her name's Lisa Stokes. She started out as a model for one of England's crazy, wacky artists, and then moved into being a muse for her own canvases and her own work. So many different styles, but they all sort of blend and mix and move within each other. These are some of her artwork examples. First they have these super duper duper expensive things, and then they have an article about why you shouldn't spend your money on super duper expensive things. Okay, so Jessica Biel's actually kind of cool. Well, at least her childhood was. And her dad was just like, go outside, be back by dinner. She'd come back with like just bloodied knees and like bashed head and everything. And he'd be like, good job, kid. I respect that. Alright, this is the Women in Art section. I'm going to go the Dead Poets Society way about this. It's the women artist in the photo. It's not them taking it. However, their input was recognized in the setup of the shoot. A whole lot of ladies in red. Power suits. And then back to fashion. See that gap? It's starting to get smaller, but, see hers? See that? I'm in style. I'm pretty Vogue. Visors are back in. Bam! Bryn Mawr Middle School softball, just for the record, we had no wins. So this lady here, she just sort of looks like an alien Morticia Addams. Ow. Like, just, ow. Horoscope. It's just, I just use big words, basically just say you're screwed. Thanks for hanging out and watching. Subscribe, leave a comment. Lots of cool things in the diddly-do, so have fun. Meow.